Wow, what an incredible day today. Hoorah! The first sustainable packaging event, day one, is complete. Melissa, what were some of the highlights?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I loved that we had, everybody from the supply chain, all the way from producers to suppliers to brands, and I'm so excited that as part of this soiree, we actually get to celebrate the next stop in that packaging supply chain, which is our retailers.
So an absolutely incredible day, and we're so looking forward to just relaxing in this evening, listening to some great music, and celebrating an unbelievable milestone for this industry. As you can see, and a theme throughout today was collaboration. Collaboration across industries, a collaboration within our industry. And tonight we're celebrating an unbelievable collaboration between pet parents, retailers, a distributor partner, a brand sponsor, and the Pet Sustainability Coalition, particularly Melissa, really leading this program forward. So I think we should get a bottle of champagne. Everyone at home, you better get one too. Uncork it.
Oh yeah, that'd be helpful.
Can't drink a closed bottle of champagne.
You're really making me do this on live TV.
Yes, live TV. I want to hear the pop.
Okay.
And while we're waiting for everyone to arrive tonight, woo!
Making a mess.
I want to just take a minute to introduce you to our next two speakers. So the next two speakers are Steffi Volo at Earth Animal, and Earth Animal is our brand sponsor for Flex Forward. Now, Steffi Volo and Sarah Julian from Off Leash Communications is also joining us. And these are two very special ladies. Not only have they been pioneers in the sustainability movement, but they have served numerous, uncountable hours as volunteers on the Pet Sustainability Coalition's advisory board. Multiple years, meetings all the time. And this isn't just your normal board who shows up and goes to fancy resorts and talks about strategy. This is a working board. We meet every month. They join task forces, and that's where rubber meets the road. So let me introduce you, and with no further ado, let's begin our celebration. Over to you, Steffi and Sarah.
I think you're on mute, Sarah. It's okay. Thank you, Caitlin.
I do it every time.
Thank you, Melissa.
Hi.
Hi, nice to see you all. Thank you all for attending our first annual UnPacked event, our first event from PSC dedicated 100% to sustainable packaging. Sarah, what a day. Oh my gosh, amazing day.
I know. What did you come away with as kind of the most impactful? Do you have a highlight that you want to share?
Well, I think, as Caitlin mentioned, collaboration just came through very, very, in a very impactful way. I wrote down a quote that I think it was Shannon Moore who said earlier, there is no walled garden in these initiatives, and that is the truth. I mean, it's about collaborating with not just people and experts and like-minded partners in our industry, but also outside of our industry. And I think that's where we're really going to get the most impact. How about you?
Absolutely. I really loved actually learning how much headway has already been made in a lot of the packaging options. I think it always feels, it feels like this mountain that we keep trying to even approach, let alone start to overcome. And yet it was really heartening to know that there are so many smart people collaborating to really make strong gains. And it was eye-opening for me. I think we saw that specifically with Bare Naked and the fact that they didn't have to compromise on what they wanted in their packaging and the way that they wanted it to be sustainable. And so I think a lot of the day for me was just a greater awareness of what's already being done and to be inspired and enthusiastic about that in and of itself.
Absolutely. And, it was also, sure, there are some barriers, right, that unfortunately COVID didn't help us with, but hopefully we're on the final stretch of COVID, and hopefully this event maybe next year will be a mix of in-person and virtual. But the best part about today, I believe, is the celebration, right? The celebration of collaboration, and just like you said, the momentum that is happening and how far we have come as an industry, which you're right. I mean, not even 5 years ago, we were talking about these things.
Well, it's true. And I think, to your point, I mean, when we've had a year like we've had, celebrating your wins as a community, right? And to find your tribe, to be part of your tribe, to be working towards something, and to feel that there's movement there. I think it just, it just, at least for me, it fills me so quickly, and allows me to keep working forward towards something that is so important. So I love bringing the community together and not only learning throughout the day, but then celebrating in the evening, and being able to do both sides of those things so that we really are a true community that supports each other. So I'm thrilled to be here tonight, and I'm thrilled to be your co-host.
Me too. Me too. And really, apparently, only people with sort of darker, curlier, shorter hair can co-host these types of events. So good to know. It's a good thing that we
well, and we rock a bow tie. So I mean, there's that too. I think we've got a lot in common.
Yes. First time I tied it. Hopefully it's okay. I'll get some feedback later.
Oh, you did a great job.
Thank you. So why don't we get going? Why don't we kick off the celebration and the recognition event by taking just a couple of minutes to talk a little bit about why we're here and introducing the Flex Forward Packaging Take Back pilot program that was launched late summer of last year in partnership with PSC, Earth Animal, and Pet Food Experts. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and then we can go from there.
Great.
So hello, everybody. Thank you again for being here. I'm going to tell you just give you a quick overview on what Flex Forward Packaging Pilot Program is all about, why we started it, and some exciting new milestones that we have more than successfully achieved. So first, why did PSC feel the need to launch a pet food and treats packaging take-back program? So as Caitlin said earlier this morning, our PSC members, I think she said 2018, identified sustainable packaging as one of 3 priority areas in our industry, priority impact areas in our industry. Because of that, PSC has a goal to ability of pet product packaging, and that's not an easy thing to do. And as part of that goal, we aim to reduce landfill waste and environmental impact. We do this a couple of ways, and we talked about that all day today. We do that by supporting packaging and recycling technologies that are ever changing in this landscape. We do that by design for recycling and materials, and then the creation of programs to collect plastic pet food treats and food bags for recycling. So to ignite this effort, the PSC commissioned third-party research in June of 2019, focusing on end-of-life solutions for pet food and treat packaging. The purpose of this project was to investigate a couple of things, right? We didn't really know how much packaging, food and treat packaging was being produced in the US, and we didn't know what was happening with it. So our partner investigated the current state of recycling for pet food and treat bags and the feasibility of a retailer take-back pilot program for all brands of bags. And that's important. I'll get to that in 1 second. The report estimated that 300 million pounds of pet food and treat bags are produced annually. And they're not the good kind that are easily recycled. Nearly all of these bags are made by extruding and laminating multiple layers of film plastics into like this multi-layer sandwich structure of the package. And what's difficult is that these layers are very dissimilar from one another, and they're not compatible with each other when melted. They're impossible, nearly impossible, to separate from each other at the current state of recycling technology today. And Kate from EcoCycle talked a little bit about that as well. And although technology is ever changing and some bag manufacturers, which we learned, have begun to offer recycle-ready materials, these bags unfortunately have a small percentage in the market today. And unfortunately, the cost of recycling is more than the value of the materials in the bag. Therefore, 99%, it's estimated that 99% of those bags end up in landfills today. So how does PSC lead the way in changing this? As I mentioned earlier, we do that a couple of different ways. One of which is to create programs to collect this pet food and treat packaging and enter in Flex Forward, our packaging take back pilot program. Now, in order for Flex Forward to be successful, several different stakeholder groups had to come together and work together. PSC, brands, retailers, a distributor partner, recyclers, manufacturers, and of course, pet parents. We were on a mission to change pet parent behavior and educate them as to why it's important for them to bring their packaging back to these participating retailers. And the important thing there is that we had a lot of goals. We wanted this to be for all brands, and that's a big feat. We wanted to make sure that retailers would be interested and excited and want to participate. We wanted to make sure that pet parents would participate and how to communicate with them the best way. We wanted to model what reverse logistics looks like and learn about the collecting of these bags and the storing of these bags and the shipping of these bags and how to do that well. And then we had to identify recycler partners to see if we can recycle these bags into something functional and usable for animals in need across the country, and a whole bunch more. So we created 4 phases to the Flex Forward pilot program, 2 of which we have successfully completed, and 3rd that we have started and are in the middle of, and Melissa's going to talk a little bit about that in just a minute. So the 4 phases are preparation, which took many, many months, right? We had to make sure that we were going to provide everything that the retailers needed to be successful, collateral, assets, the vessel to bring the packaging back, and also ways for them to communicate to pet parents so that pet parents were excited and incentivized to also bring their bags back. Active collection. That's when the actual program kicked off and we started collecting these bags. And how do we store these bags? How does our distributor partner, Pet Food Experts, help us in bringing those bags back through reverse logistics and sorting them and storing them for us? Then we have analysis and reporting, which again, that's what we're doing right now. And then post-consumer product development, right? What can we turn these bags into? So as you can see, there's a lot of multi-stakeholder work and efforts that went into Flex Forward. And then we had a pandemic, right? Let's not forget that COVID-19 happened. So we had to delay our launch from May 1st to August 1st last year because of the pandemic. And despite that added challenge of COVID, we have some exciting updates and so much to celebrate around this Flex Forward pilot program. Now we're going to take a couple of minutes to watch a video, and then we'll get back to that in 1 minute. Thanks again, everyone, for being here and allowing me to talk a little bit more about Flex Forward. Enjoy the video.
PSC was the one that actually played a critical role in bringing everyone together, right, and managing this project from beginning to end. But Earth Animal, as the sponsor, ensured that it was a zero-cost program, so anyone and everyone could participate in this as a test. And then we had PFX, our distributor, right, who made sure the logistics could actually happen, right? And we could reverse engineer this, like you said, like how are we possibly going to do this? And they came to the table with some extraordinary solutions. our distributors not only had to change their habits, right, and their behaviors, but then they had to teach consumers and help them understand the why behind it. And then the consumers themselves had to decide that this was important enough to change their own behavior and to do something that was out of their normal routine. And I think that when we can see the success of a program like this, and we can watch all these constituents come together and say, yes, this is important enough to do this work, and not only invest resources and employees, but invest in our behavior changes and the way that we do things, it just makes a huge difference. And I think that we can see that. And that is the celebration today, right? That's what we've been talking about. And so, it's monumental, and this first phase is really exciting. And I know that there's more coming. And so I would love for you to talk to us about what else is coming down after, we get to pat ourselves on the back for a little while about this.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. Well said. And yeah, I think for those of you who know me and know or heard me talk a little bit about Flex Forward, the thing that I love the most about the program is the collaborative efforts from so many stakeholders. It's just so important. We would not achieve anything without any one of those stakeholders that you mentioned. And now even additionally, right, the addition of our recycler, possible
Absolutely.
Manufacturing. So as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, we have more than successfully gotten through the first couple of phases of Flex Forward, and we have a lot to celebrate. That original feasibility report we did in 2019 showed that we would need to collect 5,000 pounds of packaging, and even in order to attract a recycling partner. Before COVID, we originally projected that this would take about 3 to 6 months. Well, as of this month, we have reached and exceeded the goal, collecting almost 6,000 pounds in 6 months during a global pandemic, which is just, our retailers are amazing. These are our first followers of the Flex Forward program, and they're amazing. If you can imagine what 6,000 pounds looks like, that's about 33,000 bags, everybody, 33,000 bags. I know. And before we share more about this milestone and show you an exciting update just in from our team, I would like to quickly celebrate our leader in this effort, Melissa Bauer. I talked a lot about hard work and effort just a minute ago, and the person who managed and continues to manage this, program. Person who manages this program. We are here today celebrating and have successfully surpassed our expectations of each phase so far because of her passion and her dedication to creating positive impact, this industry, and this program. So thank you, Melissa Bauer. I appreciate all you are and all you've done. And now take it away. Share the new milestone with the team.
Good evening. My name is Melissa Bauer, and I'm the Director of Sustainability at the Pet Sustainability Coalition. In addition, for the last year, I've had the privilege of serving as the program manager for the Flex Forward pilot, a role that has been one of the most rewarding, but also challenging roles of a career. Steffi did a great job earlier telling you about the history of the Flex Forward program, but tonight I get the very cool job of telling you how it's been going and where we go from here. But before I do that, I just want to take a moment and pause and enthusiastically thank the people who we would definitely not have achieved this level of success without. For the past year, I've been working with dozens of team members, both within the Pet Sustainability Coalition and Earth Animal and Flex Forward. In addition, we've been partnering with hundreds of retailers in the Pacific Northwest who in turn have been working with thousands of consumers to bring back packaging. None of the success that we've achieved here today and the success moving forward would have been possible without any of these partners. So I want to take a moment and sincerely say thank you and congratulations for this amazing accomplishment that we've achieved together. So Flex Forward is exactly what we've been calling it, a pilot. And as I'm sure you know, with any pilot, you have to walk before you can run. So the Flex Forward was born out of a feasibility study that we did to envision what would this look like and how would we launch it. But with anything else, you really kind of don't know the answer to some of these things until you actually boots on the ground launch the pilot. Questions such as, would retailers be interested in this program? When would consumers actually bring back packaging? Once we collected that packaging, would it be safe to store it? For example, would we attract rodents or other problems like that? Are there recycling methods currently in the market that could process these materials? And if so, is there a market for the materials we would then have from that process? How much sorting would it take? Is there an environmental benefit to all of these things? And what are the costs associated? These questions and so much more. Some we've been able to answer, and some I'm really excited that we're going to be answering in the processes yet to come. Well, first, let me tell you how collections have been going. So we had dozens of team members work tirelessly to launch and prepare to get this program ready. And then just when we were supposed to launch, this thing called a global pandemic hit, doing many things, such as shut down many in-store participating retailers. However, together we were able to rally and get the program launched anyway. Originally, according to that feasibility study, it would take about 3 to 6 months to collect those 5,000 pounds of packaging. And we actually came in 1 month ahead of schedule. We estimate we will have almost 7,000 pounds of packaging collected by the time we end collections at the end of February. And that packaging came in well above the national average of collection programs for plastic bags and film packaging in other markets. None of this would have been possible without the enthusiastic participation of our hundreds of participating retailers. Retailers such as this one, who put in-store signs, posted about the program on social media, handed out flyers, conducted employee trainings, and so much more. So to all of our participating retailers, some of which we will be honoring tonight, a huge, huge thank you. So we've collected all of this packaging. Now what? So one shipment of this packaging has actually already gone and started the recycling and manufacturing testing process. So this is a picture on the left of one of our rock stars pet food expert staff getting that first batch of packaging wrapped up and ready to ship to our Pennsylvania recycler. And this picture on the right is that packaging having already arrived in Pennsylvania, been sorting, and ready to go through that recycling testing. So what does recycling testing look like, you ask? Well, here, check this out. So as you were able to see in that video, we were able to turn hundreds of pounds of plastic pet food packaging into pellets. Pellets like these that I have here with me today. But this is only a tiny fraction, obviously. And hundreds of those pounds of pellets are on their way to the next step in this pilot, everything from safety and manufacturing testing. Ultimately, we're hoping that we'll be able to turn a lot of this pet food packaging directly back into pet food packaging and achieve circularity. But we're also testing a wide variety of processes, including injection and molding processes that we've successfully been able to turn into pet bowls and Frisbees, which is pretty cool. So as I mentioned, we've been able to get a lot of data and answer a lot of questions through the pilot, but there's so many lessons yet to learn. So I hope we can all take a moment and celebrate and honor our success so far tonight. And I'm so excited to keep you in the loop for the rest of the journey. Thank you and enjoy the soiree.
I am humbled and more than thrilled to welcome 6-time Grammy-nominated Ashanti Floyd to our virtual stage. Known as the Mad Violinist, Ashanti is one of the top producers, violinists, string arrangers, and performers in the world. Ashanti has performed live with former mentor B.B. King. toured with Lupe Fiasco, and performed on the BET Awards and Ellen DeGeneres. So without further ado, let's listen to Ashanti.
Thank you, Ashanti. That was absolutely beautiful. We really appreciate you joining us this evening. It's been a treat. Thank you, thank you. And now it's time for the awards. So one of the things that I wanted to tell you about was kind of the start of the Earth Hero Awards. PSC began the Earth Hero Awards in 2018 at Impact Unleashed, and we awarded our top performing accredited companies and also significant leaders in the sustainability movement, right? And it began as our way of really highlighting the people that are leading the charge in this. Our purpose tonight is to honor the retailers and partners that helped us achieve the milestone that we're celebrating this evening. To be successful, they had to invest their time, their passion, their resources, and as a group, as an industry, as an organization with PSC, and as Steffi and I can both attest to, it is deeply appreciated what they put into this to make it successful. So tonight's Earth Hero Awards are given to recognize the winner's outstanding commitment to a better future for pets, for people, and for the planet. Also, for the retailers who win the award, we have also put together a special prize pack. So along with being honored with the Earth Hero Award, they will be receiving a staff appreciation party to give back to employees who really did the heavy lifting in this project, a product donation to the rescue of their choice, a discount on their next PFX order, yay, a free PSC membership, yes, and then the digital and physical assets that they can use to share this recognition and to make sure that their community knows about this incredible work that they've been doing. So we're really excited to be able to put all of that together to honor the retailers and our partners who have done so much. So Steffi, do you want to go ahead and read the first award for us?
Sure. Thank you so much, Sarah. This is such an exciting time. It's very exciting. So I am going to read the first award, and the first Earth Hero Award goes to pet food experts. Obviously, we would not have been able to even remotely think about it. Oh, well, that's...
And we have applause.
Yay, yay. We would not even have been able to kick a program off like this one if we did not have a partner like Pet Food Experts. And when we approached them, it was as if I said, do you want to have a drink of champagne? It was simple. It was an easy answer, yes. And I'm so thrilled for Michael Baker and his team. And we have Allison Bledsoe here accepting this award on behalf of Pet Food Experts and their entire team.
On behalf of everyone at the Pet Sustainability Coalition, I am proud to present an Earth Hero Award to Pet Food Experts. Pet Food Experts has been an invaluable partner in the Flex Forward program, serving as a distributor to all of our participating retailers. Pet Food Experts has dedicated hundreds of staff hours, over dozens of volunteers, without which this program and pilot would not have been possible. On behalf of Pet Food Experts, accepting this award is Allison Bledsoe, Operations Coordinator in Washington. Allison has been a huge help, and Flex Forward would not have been successful without her. Allison has been our on-the-ground support in Washington, doing everything from helping coordinate deliveries to working with participating retailers, developing a system to track packaging that came in from the retailers, ensuring deliveries made it to Washington, and so much more. A huge thank you goes out to Allison and also the dozens of other staff members and team members at Pet Food Experts, in which this pilot would have not been possible. Thank you and congratulations to Pet Food Experts and Allison.
Congratulations, Allison.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to accept this Earth Hero Award on behalf of Pet Food Experts. This has been a really exciting experience for our Pet Food Experts team and myself. I'm not only proud to work for a company that sees the value of sustainability in the pet industry, but to be able to take such an active role in this phase of the project was really amazing. It's been very informative being able to sit in on some of the meetings and learn so much about the next steps of the Flex Forward program. It was very eye-opening to see the large amount of packaging that was brought back to us from customers in such a short amount of time. And this was only from participating retailers in just the Pacific Northwest. I've worked in the pet industry for a long time now, so it's great to see that there's a genuine goal towards sustainability improvement that requires participation from all members in the community. Thank you to Earth Animal and PSC for choosing Pet Food Experts to partner with on this project. And of course, thank you to Michael Baker for choosing to have Pet Food Experts be an active participant in these improvements.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Allison.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, on to our next. All right, well, I am going to be giving this award out, and this Earth Hero Award goes to Earth Animal. And accepting this award will be Michael Cody, as true champions of sustainability in this industry, from the roots of their organization to all of the the very hard work that they do with their products, with their supply chain, with their marketing. Everything really is centered on being better for animals and for our planet. and they are the power behind this program. So I am honored to congratulate Earth Animal, you, Steffi, and Michael Cody.
On behalf of everyone at the Pet Sustainability Coalition, I am thrilled to bestow a very well-earned Earth Hero Award to our friends and members and colleagues at Earth Animal. Earth Animal deserves this award for many reasons, including being PSE's first icon level member. However, today we really want to focus our gratitude on the Flex Forward pilot. Simply put, Flex Forward would not have happened without Earth Animal. Earth Animal has served as the pilot's primary sponsor and has been involved from the very beginning, helping us strategize, conceive, design, launch, implement, and so much more of this program. A huge thank you to Earth Animal for your sponsorship and leadership on behalf of the entire pet industry. Accepting the award for Earth Animal will be Michael Cody, Earth Animal's head of digital marketing and sustainability. Michael has been invaluable in this pilot and has helped in everything from organizing meetings to being boots on the ground at our recycling trials just 2 weeks ago, along with myself and Kurt, who you heard from earlier today. So thank you and congratulations to the entire Earth Animal team and Michael Cody.
I humbly and graciously accept this on behalf of Earth Animal. I am such a small part in this. It's really, it's an honor to be able to accept it. But I've got an incredible leader in Steffi Volo, our CMO, who constantly pushes us to do more. Our CEO, Stuart Shanley, constantly telling us to be bigger and bolder. When we came to him with this idea to launch a Flex Forward program, and it was going to cost, so much money, and the only real reward is going to be industry knowledge, and he immediately said yes. Like, that's just an incredible company to be able to have a leader that views things in the same way as you do. And then even our founders, our co-founders, Dr. Bob and Susan Goldstein, they've been doing sustainability longer than I've been alive. Before Whole Foods made sustainability cool, those guys are fantastic. So it's really just starts at the leadership, and I'm so thankful to be working for Earth Animal. But I think the coolest part about this program is really that it's a big collaboration between all these different organizations. We've heard that word a lot in this soiree so far, is collaboration. And, it's Pet Food Experts, Pet Sustainability Coalition. It's all these retailers. It's the consumers down the line. And then outside of the pet industry, we've got, Kurt Duska and Engineered Plastics that are helping to see what the feasibility of this whole project is. It's just really, really neat to be part of that. I'm so thankful. So thank everybody who's been a part of this. I won't go through the whole list because we probably bore you guys to tears, but it's been an incredible experience. We look forward to sharing more updates down the road. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Michael. That was very well said and well done. And thank you, Melissa, and to all the partners that have helped make this happen. Very gracious. And Earth Animal is more than proud to be a part of this. So thank you. Thank you for accepting that on our behalf. So I am going to announce the next Earth Hero Award. And this is exciting for me because it's the first Retailer Hero Award, Earth Hero Award. And this retailer was just unbelievable, phenomenal in making the success of the program happen as quickly as it has. The award for the most amount of packaging collected through the Flex Forward program among multi-store retailer partners goes to Pet Pros.
On behalf of the entire Flex Forward pilot team, I am thrilled to award a very special Earth Hero Award to the team at Pet Pros. Pet Pros is a locally owned in Woodinville, Washington chain serving pet parents and pets in Washington since 1986 and is our largest collector for a multi-store location on the Flex Forward program. 1/4 of all packaging that was collected through the Flex Forward pilot was collected at a Pet Pros, and a special shout out to the Lake Stevens Pet Pro store, which was our second overall collections at any one location. Pet Pros has been a huge supporter of Flex Forward Pilot ever since we told them about it. They've brought their entire staff to trainings multiple times, have been posting about it on their social media and promoting the program, have shared pictures with us and consumer comments, and have just been very involved and excited and supportive of the pilot since the beginning. This support has shown by the overwhelming amount of packaging that has come in. Over 1,600 pounds of packaging has come from Pet Pros. Accepting on behalf of Pet Pros is their general manager and controller, Georgianne McCon, who has been a vital partner. Georgianne and I have talked almost every week, checking in about packaging totals and staff support and consumer feedback. Shortly, this pilot would not have been nearly as successful without everyone at Pet Pros' participation and enthusiastic support. So thank you so much to all of our team members and our new friends at Pet Pros and Georgianne.
I'm humbled and honored to be accepting this award, this Earth Hero Award, on behalf of all of our store teams. It really belongs to them, and I'm so very proud of how they embraced it, and how our customers embraced it also. I mean, this is a very critical and important step in our industry, and I'm happy that we were able to be part of it. And I want to thank Earth Animal and Pet Food Experts for facilitating this and making it available to us to make it easy to be a participant in it. So thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Georgianne. Thank you so
you.
much to you and to all of the Pet Pro stores. Honestly, thank you very, very much.
How wonderful. All right, our last award for the evening. This award goes to the most amount of packaging collected through the Flex Forward program among single store retail partners. This team went to extraordinary lengths to make this successful. And we could not have made this milestone as incredible as it was without them. It goes to Best Friend Nutrition. Accepting this award today is Kayla Hibbard.
On behalf of the entire Flex Forward pilot team, I am thrilled and honored to award a very well-deserved Earth Hero Award to our friends at Best Friend Nutrition in Sequim, Washington. Cynthia, the owner, and her team there have done an amazing job with the Flex Forward pilot and have become our top single store collecting retailer. Their one mighty store has actually collected more than any one location, whether it was a single store or multi-store or not. So a huge congratulations on that. In addition, the Best Friend Nutrition team has been a huge supporter of the pilot, posting on social media, sharing their customers' feedback, sending us pictures, and so much more. So thank you so much, and congratulations on this huge accomplishment. Accepting the award on behalf of Best Friend Nutrition will be Cynthia, their owner, and Ashley, their store manager. Cynthia has a degree from the University of Washington in zoology and has years of background in pet nutrition and brings this experience to serve the pets and pet parents in Sequim, Washington, who she attributes their success in the Flex Forward pilot. Thank you so much, Cynthia and Ashley, and congratulations.
Just want to thank everybody involved and the community, especially being so excited for taking back time truly by being able to recycle something that we're so aware of in the first place. So being one step small in one direction is a huge direction for the rest. So thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, Sarah, so much fun, amazing. Congrats to all the Earth Heroes and everyone who contributed and collaborated on the Flex Forward program.
Well, I think
What?
it's time for a toast.
I think so too.
I think so.
I mean, I've been sipping. I don't know.
too.
Hoping everybody else has been. Yes, here's a toast to all of you. Thank you, attendees, for coming, and thank you for all the participants, the multi-stakeholder groups that came together to make Flex Forward happen. Thank you again to Stuart Chanley, our CEO, and Dr. Bob and Susan Goldstein, our co-founders at Earth Animal, for not even blinking an eye when we did bring this idea to them. So here's to you, Melissa and Caitlin, and everybody at the PSC team. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Cheers.
Well, we do want to take a moment to thank everyone for attending. I know we're going to be starting again tomorrow bright and early, and Steffi, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's 9 a.m. Mountain, 11 Eastern, that UnPacked starts again, with some more incredible speakers, information and inspiration for people to take back to their organizations, and find new incredible ways forward. And so I'm really excited to see what we learn tomorrow. I'm thrilled that we get to do that again tomorrow.
That is correct, and those times are also correct. I'll repeat them just one more time.
Yep.
So 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you can't make tomorrow and you want to know more information about PSC or just anything about participating or contributing to programs like this, I really encourage you to visit petsustainability.org or reach out to any of the PSC team members in the exhibit hall at the PSC booth.
Absolutely. The newsletter that PSC sends out is really chock full of information about the organization and the resources and the tools available to the community. So even if you just sign up for that and kind of start joining the conversation that way, it will definitely move you further along your path. So we would love to help you do that.
Absolutely. So thank you to everybody.
Yes.
This is the closing of our sustainability celebration. Thank you again for coming, and we are going to leave you with another incredible set from Ashanti Floyd, The Mad Violinist. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. Take good care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Ashanti.
Thank you all so much for having me. I just want to say that I'm a pet lover too, a former veterinary technician for a long time. That's how I paid my college bills. And I have a wonderful dog myself, Border Collie mixed with a Shepherd, and I raise birds. So if I wasn't doing music, I would be doing animals. You know, I've had birds for a long time. And so I love it here, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.